everybody, and welcome back to another installment of the Anime Rift. Frozen, you're over there dancing. I know you're excited, buddy, to talk about solo leveling. I know you're excited to talk about Dr. Elise. Jake, I know you are too, buddy.
But I feel like y'all might disown me after I say a few things.
Maybe not, because I got some things I want to say too.
Okay.
Okay.
Disown me. No, I'm excited. We're back, episode 2. Change things up. Obviously, I'm utilizing, the standing desk. I can stand, I can move around, I can do whatever I need to do, make that at-home studio kind of thing. So
is that what I saw? Your desk was raising?
Yeah, that was it.
I was like, is his elevation changing? Okay, that's what I thought I saw.
Yeah, it was literally. No. Just excited to be here. Excited to be back with you guys. I'm not sick anymore, so that was like a week long, just horrible thing that I went through.
Hey, you made it through it though, and we're back. So, guys, first we'll let you decide. Do you want to talk about Dr. Elise first, or do you want to talk about solo leveling first?
Let's talk about Dr. Elise, because solo leveling just has me on an absolute another level right now. Okay. No pun intended, but intended at the same time.
Okay. I like this. I want you to start then. I want you to start with Dr. Elise, because I know you're pretty critical on some things, so I'd like to hear it.
No. It wasn't that I was critical. It's just you were spot on with the reaction. You're kind of in the beginning. You're like, what is this? Like I'm sitting there, kind of just like, oh crap! I forgot to snap Ox. I was like, but this is what. But you know what? By the end of the episode, I actually really enjoyed it. And the other thing is I'm also watching it with Emily. So I kind of get another unique perspective from it, because you mentioned Grey's Anatomy and ears perked up around the household, and I was just like, whoa, Grey's Anatomy and anime, and I was like, oh god, no, not a McDreamy, right? And so my overall, I need to give it a couple more episodes. I've only watched the one, and I need to give it some more time. If I had to give it a rating, I would give it a strong 6.
Yeah.
It was enough to get me to watch the next episode. But
that first half was terrible though, right?
But the first half of the episode, I sat there going, this is the train, this is Kabanari of the Iron Fortress, and here comes the wall again. And then I was like, but you know what? Oh, we're going to give it a shot. It's new animes. We have to give it a shot, right? So we'll see what happens. I see potential for this. I see massive potential for this anime. Dr. Elise, I think if you can get past the first, I want to say, 12 minutes? Let's say 12 minutes. If you can get past the first 12 minutes, then you're laughing and you'll be all right. And I think we're going to be fine with the rest of the season.
I like it. I knew that first half was going to be good.
Yeah.
But Jake, what you got, dude? What you got?
So I had forgotten which way you said it was, that she was either a doctor first or she was like the psycho first. And so I gaslit myself when I started watching it. I'm like, am I watching future her, past her? And I was confusing myself with which one I was watching, because the plane started going down and she was like, oh, I'm about to die. I want to save more people. I was like, wait, is she psycho about to die, or is she good about to die? But then it went through her old doctor state and everything, and it was possibly the most boring anime for about 12, 13 minutes.
Yeah, 12 minutes.
Yeah. I was like, what is happening? And then just a shank and a twist.
I like it. I told you guys, it is downhill for the first half, but then it gets better. Now, episode 2, I liked episode 2. My only problem right now is the sub, because they are missing entire sentences.
Oh, they're shorthanding it?
They're not shorthanded. It's not in there at all. She'll be speaking. Right, so there's a moment where she tells, she knows all this doctor stuff right now, and then she kind of makes a diagnosis for someone. and then she kind of reveals that she wants to be a doctor. Like, you know, it's like she says something. I'm like, man, what'd she say? But it ends up she told the person she wanted to be a doctor. And I'm like, I'm missing like, and it happened in 3 or 4 lines. So I'm like missing information, and I don't like that. And I just don't know if it's just because like maybe it's I don't know. It can't be low budget. I mean, it's got an anime being made out of it, but there were some subtitles missed, and it greatly it left a sore spot for me. I did enjoy the episode though, but it's kind of sailing from here. I think I'll continue to watch it no matter what, because I'm interested now in the love connection that, you know, she admitted that she was in love with someone in the first episode. He's popped up in the second episode, and you kind of find out that he just really wasn't into her at all. Like, he only was doing it because he was made to. So okay. I kind of think that a love story is going to kind of ensue
spice
from there,
and
spice it up a bit. I think that's going to pull Jake in, because he's
the second episode just aired. I didn't even know the second episode came out. It just came out yesterday.
See what I'm talking about. I mean, unless something is wrong with my Crunchyroll,
I'll look.
The second one just came out.
Yeah, and
it came out on the 17th.
There's 3 or 4 instances where she says something, and at first I'm like, okay, this is just going to be a super long subtitle, but then it just skips over whatever point completely. Yeah,
interesting.
At first you won't realize it, because it's like, okay, you know, whatever that was, that translates into 4 words in English. You think
17 lines, 4 words.
Crazy. And then all of a sudden she says something super long, and it's like, okay, where's the subtitles at?
I'm just watching it now, trying to understand.
Yeah. But enough about Dr. Elise, right? Let's get to the real thing here.
The meat and potatoes.
Yeah, the meat and the potatoes. Solo leveling.
Potatoes of winter anime.
What everybody has been waiting for. What all the hype has been about. Solo leveling. First 2 episodes. What's the thoughts here?
Y'all talked about the first episode last week, but I don't think I had watched it yet, right?
Yeah,
no, you didn't.
We talked like a little bit. We didn't get crazy into it.
I'm gonna preface this by saying, because I've been branching out, because in the evolution of growing this, you know, podcast, TV show, this entertainment industry that we have created for ourselves, I've been watching other podcasts, other videos, and other anime enthusiasts that have been talking. And a lot of people seem to have this opinion that the big animes are not the ones that, you know, everyone should be watching. Like the big 3, like Naruto, One Piece, and like Dragon Ball, stuff like that. Bleach. Yeah. They're not the ones that people should be governing their opinions off of anime. A lot of people have these really strong opinions that the big animes are just show animes, just the razzle dazzle, but the real meat and potatoes is in like the hidden ones. Now, my big thing is Solo Leveling a big one? Because this certainly feels like it's the biggest anime that's ever just kind of stepped its foot into Crunchyroll. I mean, the way that people are watching this, the numbers that are coming out of Solo Leveling in Crunchyroll, we're talking about numbers that haven't been seen since Naruto aired, since Bleach aired, since One Piece aired, you know, since numbers that are coming in like Gear 5 Luffy numbers, right? Like,
okay, let's not get crazy.
Well, that's what I'm saying though. Like, we're talking about epic events in anime history that brought in millions upon millions upon millions of viewers. We're getting in 2 episodes. So for example, Pain, when he almighty pushed the Hidden Leaf Village and Naruto popped, you know, that was a season ender. Everyone waited for the next episode. The next episode had over 110 million viewers waiting to see what was going to happen between Pain and Naruto. Same thing with Gear 5 Luffy, over 100 million viewers. This last episode of Solo Leveling, 347 million viewers.
That's fluffed. That's a fake number. Those are fake numbers.
These numbers are so big, but people are saying Solo Leveling's not a big. It's not one of the animes.
Right.
So then, what do we consider it? Anyways, I drifted way off topic. It was insane. The episode was absolutely nutty, and when you really think about it, they really didn't do much. Like they
Right.
figured out, I think,
Yeah.
3 clues in total, and
Mhm.
that was it. But it wrapped it up. It happened so fast that by the time that the episode was over, I'm sitting there going, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa! Slow down! That was 24 minutes. Like, no way! We only solved 3 problems, and everyone else is dead. Like, what's this TV or this series with hanger endings and just the way that they leave you dangling in the air is going to be the death of me. Every single episode is like a gut shot. So to say I'm excited for episode 3 is the biggest understatement of the year. But I cannot wait to see what's going to happen next. What do you guys think of episode 2 of Solo Leveling?
What you got, Jake? What you
No,
got?
go ahead, Alex. Go ahead, Alex. Go ahead, Alex. Go ahead, Alex.
Okay. Okay. So when it comes to Solo Leveling, I enjoy the anime itself. I like it, but it's a little underwhelming for me. I think I talked about this a little bit earlier, but
yeah, you know what? I feel like you did too. You know,
I'm having some major deja vu right now.
Dude,
what's that
was
thing?
great.
You know what
I
it's
had
called?
to
That
say
thing,
it.
deja vu.
I had
People,
to say it. There
people
was
are gonna
one,
see
though.
the cut where we had to
The-
cut, and they're gonna be like,
Uh,
"Oh, okay."
If you guys didn't know, well, you wouldn't have known, but like all of a sudden it crashed. Everything crashed. So I have to redo my whole entire take on Solo Leveling. So it's kind of weird. But anyway, so what I was saying is I'm just not sure if the reason why Solo Leveling is underwhelming for me is because, you know, seeing a manga and seeing the black and white pages and seeing that come to life is a lot different than seeing this webtoon manhwa come to life. Like, you know, it's already a graphic novel. Pages are already colored. Basically, I just feel like the pages are on the screen and they're in motion now. So it's a little awkward for me. It's a little different, and I'm not sure that's why I feel like it's underwhelming. The anime itself, it's a slow burn. I don't think it's one of those. And if you knew nothing about it and watched the first episode, I don't think the first episode like pulls and hooks you in like crazy. I think you just kind of have to know that this is going to be one of those animes that, hey, this is a few episodes in, you're kind of hooked. Episode 2 does that a little bit, but it's going to take some time. The other thing that I was getting around to was dang, can you guys remind me, what was it? I can't even remember now.
I remember the black and white, and you're talking about how it was a webtoon.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna
the
say
other. I remember now. The other thing was, I think, you know, talking about the numbers. I don't know the numbers. 300 million, if that's the true numbers or whatever it is. I think that one thing Solo Leveling did as a graphic novel and as an anime is marketing.
Yeah,
I think they did an extremely well job. I remember a couple years ago always just being on social media and always just getting like, who is this weird dude with this dagger on my Facebook profile, and why is it telling me to read Solo Leveling? I have heard nothing but raving things about the manhwa. I had a few people actually tell me like, hey, it's super amazing. You have to read it. You have to read it. And I have read some of it. I haven't read the whole thing, but I think for me right now it's underwhelming. I enjoy it, but it's not like crazy. It's not Vinland Saga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not.
Oh my
Saga.
god!
No.
I cannot believe you just said that. In the same
Vinland Saga is being
Season
nominated for Anime of the Year.
Season
Attack
2
on Titan
deserves it.
isn't even on that list.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So.
Yeah, that's the
And the only
problem
reason Attack
right
on Titan isn't on that list is because it's won it so many times before. Right.
Trash,
They just
yeah.
felt-
I agree.
The reason Attack on Titan is because if you actually endured the first half of that last episode,
Okay.
you
buddy.
made it through. Okay,
All right,
it's about as snooze happy as the first half of Vinland Saga.
Let's make a bet now. I bet Vinland Saga will win it over Demon Slayer.
Oh no.
Yeah, absolutely. Ain't nobody voting for Demon Slayer.
Slayer's gonna win that.
If Vinland Saga drops season 3 this year, I guarantee it beats Solo Leveling.
Wesley, there was a Crunchyroll Anime Awards. Vinland Saga is definitely going to beat out Demon Slayer. For sure.
I don't think so.
If it does, it's not that I have no faith in the anime community anymore because they don't know what
Swordsmith Village was hot.
It was hot.
Not Vinland Saga
hot.
season 2 hot, but it was hot.
Yeah.
I don't even think we were watching the same anime.
But
Like, did you guys watch a different anime than I did?
I'm hoping that, you know, your taste in anime changes, like your taste buds every 7 years, because then you might actually know what peak anime is. Okay, that's what I'm coming at you with.
Ouch. All right.
I'm just messing.
I'm just saying, like, I don't know what you guys were watching with Vinland Saga, but it wasn't Demon Slayer quality.
Yeah, it
I
was.
hope they
It
shred
was.
you up.
It far surpassed it.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
I think you know what? You're right. Vinland Saga did set a new personal record for me. Number of times I fell asleep during an anime. That was the record that it set for me.
So,
there's a scene in Bleach where Aizen's fighting Ichigo,
mm-hmm.
and Aizen can't feel his spiritual pressure because it's just so vast and powerful. He doesn't understand it.
Yeah.
And that's what you're experiencing with Vinland Saga right now.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna say I fell asleep more times in Vinland Saga than I did when they had to fight that little dude in Skypiea in One Piece. And that's saying something because that is a dull sequence of events in One Piece.
Listen, buddy.
You just want everyone to hate you, Frozen, okay?
We're gonna have to put like a disclaimer at the bottom of the page, like anime riffs does not reflect Andrew's taste in anime.
I don't know who Andrew is. Who's Andrew?
Frozen. But anyway, listen, back to Solo Leveling, Jake.
Oh.
I'm excited. I'm kind of want to hear what you got on Solo Leveling.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. First episode, trash.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I was like, I don't even. What am I watching right now? This is supposed to be, peak anime, and I was like, there's no backstory. He's not doing anything. He's going into a dungeon. I feel like I didn't even want to read it. I was like, why am I even reading this? I'll just wait for the dub if it's going to be like this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But then episode 2 kind of piqued me because like you see like, but it's also like just the standard hero entrance. Oh, I'm gonna sacrifice myself. He doesn't actually die. He gets these amazing powers.
Mm-hmm.
And like you can feel it coming. I haven't read it or anything, but that's what I assume what happens, right? He doesn't actually die. He gets these amazing powers.
Yeah. So the thing, like, and I'm glad you mentioned that, like the classic hero thing. The thing that I think separates him a little bit is he comes to that realization, like, and he like kind of like gets mad. He's like, you guys, you were saying that I saved you, but it was only for your own selfish reasons, and you wanted to get back, and they like left him. I think that was like a really core part of what is going on with the story. Like, and it's going to get to the point where I was like, hopefully that changes him, and that's a little bit of a character development. Like super early on, it's like, hey, like no longer being this super nice guy that looks out for everybody. Hopefully he gets a little bit of selfishness himself when he gains some power and ability. But I thought I liked that. He wasn't like just crazy chivalrous to the end. Like he was like, you guys are pieces of crap for like leaving me behind. Like we could have all made it out of this situation together, but you guys were in fear so much.
Let's be real. We want him to have a villain saga. All right.
Yeah, okay.
We just want him to have a villain arc. All right. That's what we're waiting for. He's actually the bad guy. Okay. That's what they're grooming you towards. It's not going to be like the standard hero story. He's not the hero. He's the bad guy.
He's the villain.
Yeah. Although I think we do have to slide things along here. I did want to make a quick note that it was mentioned to me that this year hidden animes to watch was going to be Rise of the Shield Hero and Made in the Abyss. I've heard on a couple of accounts from some of the students that I drive around that these are going to be 2 animes that are not on anyone's big bucket list, but they are absolutely stunners. And I think that they're definitely ones that we should add to our list to maybe check out just on the side. And I also heard that the reason we should be watching them is, yes, the people that make them are extremely approachable. So the students were kind of giving me information about that, kind of do as it what I may. So I think that maybe it could be in our best interest to maybe take a look at these and possibly be able to reach out to some people that make these at the same time. So
I enjoy Rising of the Shield Hero. I think season 1 was fantastic, absolutely amazing. Season 2, terrible. And I think season 2 is terrible. But season 3, there is a lot of hype around, and they're hoping that it turns around a little bit. But I do enjoy some Rising of the Shield Hero. You would enjoy it as well, Andrew. It's it's got a lot of aspects in it that I think you would like. You shield, tanky,
Hero.
like that.
Okay.
That kind of vibe.
Look, I played a tank once upon a time. Okay.
Once upon a time, a long time ago.
And to end things off, I kind of want to end it more on a what everyone kind of thinks at home kind of topic. And this is what I'm going to gather your interest on as well. In the world of things and everything that is streaming, everybody wants to be a streamer. Everybody wants to do what Ninja and Doc and Tim the Tatman and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera do, Jinxie, all that for a living. Everybody wants to do it. But the path to get there nowadays seems to have gotten smaller and smaller and smaller as the time went on. It used to be just the discoverability used to be the thing, or one big boom viral video used to be the thing. But now it's almost like you have to be multifaceted, multi-platform. You have to be TikTok, you have to be YouTube, you have to be Twitch, and it all has to be one thing together to kind of maybe stand a chance of making it. With the rise and fall of streamers, I was watching the end of CES, where a lot of companies at the end of CES, and for those that don't know, it's the Consumer Electronics Show. It's where a lot of people will announce new things that they're going to be doing for electronics in the future. Cars, watches, anything that's electronic, it gets announced there at the CES show. And one of the big things that people were talking about was Twitch versus YouTube. It's been a debate that's been going on for an extremely long time, since both of them have been in effect. And this year, Twitch posted losses for the first time in an extremely long time, and YouTube reported profits. So this kind of nudged YouTube ahead in the race of what the streaming platform is. And over the years, we've seen a lot of drama surrounding Twitch, a lot of things that people liked, whether it was the whole, excuse my language, sexuality bans. We've seen that. We've seen a lot of wokeness bans, a lot of things like that that have plagued Twitch, that have caused people like the Doc and Tim the Tatman to switch to outfits like YouTube, where they're less censored, less, bound to things, and they can feel free to do more things. Well, Twitch announced that they were going to have to be doing some cutbacks to obviously coop up these losses in order to keep going as they are. One of these things was the biggest kind of blow that was mentioned, and that was revolving around Twitch Prime. A lot of people use Twitch Prime. A lot of people have it, myself included. You get a free membership to any channel on Twitch once a month. Now they're toying with the motion of taking that away. So I can't see this being a good idea on the Twitch end, because one, it removes a free sub from people that are looking to sub to maybe their favorite. For me, I use it on Jinxie. And then on the flip side of it, for people like Jinxie, they're now losing a 50-50 split sub, where they lose, you think about maybe 10,000 people sub to him that use Prime. Well, that's 50% of that earnings that just snap gone, right? And that's no longer in his pocket anymore. So now, if you're in Jinxie's mind, you're thinking, well, I'm going to go to YouTube. And why? Because YouTube immediately retaliated with, if you are a paid YouTube streamer, or a monetized YouTube streamer, I should say, sorry, you can now gift yourself as the monetized streamer 10 subs a month to your channel. So now you have the ability as the actual streamer to give away your own subscription, which, can you imagine what that's going to do to some powerful streamers? What people would do to get a free sub? It'd be ludicrous. You could have people like, show me the funniest death that you've seen, and you're going to get inundated with people flooding you with videos and so on and so forth. But I leave it up to you guys. What do you guys think is the direction that's happening here with Twitch, with YouTube? Do you think maybe Twitch is finally on the off foot, and now they're down for the count, and now maybe YouTube's going to pass through? Have people just had enough of Twitch? Let us know in our Discord, of course, where you can find all of our stuff. We have our link tree. It'll be down on the screen somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, somewhere on there. click it, go to our Discord where you can find our discussions and topics, and you can let us know what you think about Twitch versus YouTube and who do you think is going to win ultimately overall. Other than that, gentlemen, you have anything else to add to our lovely episode this evening?
No, I think I am good, dude. We'll see who wins. Maybe
I'm Team YouTube. I'm Team YouTube.
Hey, I'd like to be Team YouTube, but it's just
me and Ox have had this debacle a few times.
I can't. We'll talk about more on the pod.
I was gonna say this is a topic we're gonna talk about for a while on the pod. Yeah. So if you guys haven't done that, make sure that you guys do scan that code and get over to Spotify or wherever you listen to your podcast. We're going to be right under Joe Rogan, right up there at the top chart.
It's us Rogan, and then Joe Rogan, I think.
Animerift, Call Her Daddy right after that.
Yeah.
Make sure that you get in there and you listen to the Animerift podcast because we're going to be talking about this in great length. Other than that, guys, remember the Animerift has all you need from pixels to panels to your weekly dose of weeb culture. So from Ox, from Jake, and myself, Frozen, thank you for watching. We love you, and we'll catch you next week on the Animerift.
Stay sexy.
Ciao. I still can't get over your little headphones. Your little cute little headphones.
I can't get over your fat head. All right.